Silvara unfolds her indigo wings at dawn in Avli's heartwood as morning light warms the silver oak.
Silvara spirals down through pollen-lit shafts, brushing ferns that sparkle with dew.
Silvara cups her hand at the moonstone pool as a raven-black feather settles into her palm.
Your blessing gives me strength against the coming shadow.
Silvara steps past Avli's last warded boundary stone as her wings fold and the runes fade.
Silvara walks the moonlit trail beyond Avli, stepping over a fallen log as mist thickens. Silvara grips the rope railing and crosses the swaying old bridge as mist rises from the gorge.
Silvara lifts the raven feather from her collarbone in the darker forest as droplets bead on her wings.
Silvara kneels at the ancient stone cairn, tracing glowing violet runes as dawn mist curls around her.
Silvara presses flat against the oak trunk and blends with the bark as morning sun stripes the forest floor.
Silvara steps from hiding and resumes her path, adjusting the raven feather as golden motes swirl. Silvara enters the ruined shrine and walks the nave toward the altar as sunlight shafts fill with golden motes.
Accept this offering and show me the path ahead.
Silvara shelters beneath the archway, watching the storm as rain cascades and lightning pulses. Silvara steps from the shrine into the post-storm world and heads toward the distant spires as steam rises. Silvara enters the violet mist grove, letting the cold vapor coil around her hand as droplets form on her wings.
The path ahead leads to the withered spires. Be wary.
Silvara crouches at the cold fire pit and unfolds the map, revealing the river and withered spires marks. Silvara crosses the river on stepping stones as petals part around her ankles and wings flare for balance. Silvara presses her palm to the monolith, and the silver script ripples, then darkens to cold indigo. Silvara walks the frost-burned path toward the spires, unfolding her wings for balance as violet shadow rises. Silvara lays her palm on the withered gate as moonfrost traces a six-pointed silver sigil.
Silvara enters the vast hall of silver-black stone, leaving brief frost prints as indigo flames crown the pillars.
I have brought the raven feather, as the sign foretold.
Silvara catches the raven-black feather as it aligns with the first and both pulse together. Silvara steps into the cold dawn valley and unfolds her indigo wings halfway.
where her reflection appears perfectly doubled.
Silvara steps onto the floating lotus pad, balancing with her half-opened wings.
Silvara spreads her wings wide toward the Pegasi flock from the center of the mirror lake. The pearl feather settles into Silvara's palm and glows briefly silver before warming to white.
Silvara steps across the lotus pads toward the shore, balancing the pearl feather and her raven feathers. Silvara enters the vast white poppy meadow, brushing fingertips through the tall blossoms. Silvara walks among the unicorn herd as one touches its horn to her palm.
Way below.
Silvara pauses on the ledge as the rock's shadow glides across her body.
Silvara descends into the flowering moss hollow and rests her palms on the forgotten stone shrine.
Silvara settles at the shrine as a luminous blue sprite emerges from the cracked bronze bell.
The sprite passes the luminous nectar drop to Silvara, who tastes it as twilight becomes star-deep indigo. Silvara walks the shoreline path as fireflies settle briefly on her wingtips. Silvara crouches at the river's edge and presses her palm to the water across from the sleeping green dragons. Silvara walks carefully past the sleeping green dragons along the near riverbank. Silvara walks up into the wide pearl-white plain as the sky turns pale. Silvara halts in the center of the Pearl Dawn Plain and lifts her two raven-black feathers. Silvara releases the two white feathers, which now rise upward, catching pearl light. Silvara watches the rising feathers as her own indigo wings brighten into dawn gold. Silvara unfolds her dawn gold wings as white feathers rise toward the hooded silver figure. Silvara walks the glowing mist path with her dawn gold wings folded as pollen motes rise.
Silvara steps through the violet mist curtain as it parts like water around her wings.
Silvara recognizes the pearl feather as ash falls, turning gold on her dawn gold wings.
Silvara descends the ancient stone staircase toward the ruined cathedral, with wings folded close. Silvara walks respectfully between the tombstones, folding her wings and arms in quiet reverence.
Silvara walks the avenue brushing tombstones as blue light illuminates the motionless skeletons. Silvara gently adjusts the rusted flute in the skeleton's hands as a blue ember rises. Silvara enters the vast cathedral hall as blue embers form a gentle corona around her wings. The hooded lich offers welcome with open palm as Silvara steps forward through colored light. Silvara walks the aisle toward the hooded lich as her ember halo grows denser and pale gold. Silvara kneels at the starlight pool, gazing at her reflection beside the floating black rose cradle. Silvara recognizes the dreaming wraith, and a dawn gold tear falls from her eye into the pool. The hooded lich offers the final ancient scroll, and Silvara accepts it with reverent care. Silvara kneels in the ash and brings forth the luminous green seed from her home wood. Silvara presses the luminous green seed into the ash as lavender rose dawnlight touches her face.
Silvara kneels as her dawn gold wings unfold, and the ash warms under the rising sun.